public health and why I chose to do a master's in it. If you're anything like me and where I was around a year ago when I was deciding what to do with the rest of my life and what to do after my undergraduate degree, this video I'm hoping will help you out in terms of figuring out if public health is for you, and basically by listing a bunch of reasons why I thought public health was the best career option for me. Let us begin with the definition of public health, which essentially is the art and science of preventing disease, prolonging life, and promoting health through organized societal or community efforts. Personally, for me, I feel like the pandemic really did open my eyes to the reality of the health inequalities around me. And I think that's where public health really steps in, because it's more of a community-based approach instead of the individual-based approach. Now, you may have heard of this before, but public health really is quite broad in terms of the subjects that it offers within its scope. So, for example, epidemiology, which is one of the modules I've taken up in my master's, is a subject or a field that actually concerns itself with the incidence and distribution of disease and essentially control outbreaks of diseases in populations. Something that I found really cool with a master's in public health is that it really does prepare you for a variety of different career paths. There are different career paths, all different from each other, and depending on what really interests you, there are just a few examples off the top of my head, like becoming a biostatistician or becoming an epidemiologist, global infectious disease specialist, or a disaster management specialist. Another plus point with this master's is that you will be trained to take on research in the future. Many modules do incorporate things like conducting real-life trials or conducting qualitative health research, for example. And public health really does depend heavily on research so that we can collaboratively understand how different communities and different populations are affected by different diseases and so forth, in order to come up with the best management for them. While doing my research, looking into different degrees, different subject areas, trying to figure out what I was interested in, I found that public health really does attract people who aren't necessarily of the public health background. For example, with a master's in public health, you don't necessarily need or require a bachelor's in public health, because within my own degree right now, I have met so many people who are either nutritionists, they're psychologists, sociologists, dentists, and even medical doctors. And depending on what you're passionate about, you can actually select modules that interest you specifically. I think that it's quite hard to find yourself constricted within public health. There's always something that you can do. And I'm often surprised with the modules offered by different universities. So I hope this video helped you out. And let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them down in the comments below. See you guys next time. Bye.